Ryan Bennett's penthouse apartment stood above the glittering skyline of the city like a glass castle. From his wide balcony, he could see the lights of thousands of homes, restaurants, cars, and offices. People often said Ryan was lucky, born into a wealthy family, heir to a business empire, and now, at just 32, a self-made billionaire in the world of technology. Yet Ryan felt empty. He could buy any car, any mansion, or any luxury vacation, but no purchase had ever filled the hollowness in his heart. At parties, people surrounded him for selfies and contracts. At board meetings, employees bowed to his authority. But when he returned to his penthouse, silence was his only companion. Ryan remembered his parents. His father had died of a heart attack when Ryan was 19, leaving him the company. His mother had passed a few years later. He had no siblings. Friends were few, and even those were usually linked to business deals. Ryan had built an empire, but he had lost himself somewhere inside the shining glass walls of his own success. One evening, after another long day of meetings, Ryan sat alone in his study. Rain pattered against the glass windows. He leaned back in his leather chair and muttered, "Is this all life is meant to be? Numbers, profits, contracts." His phone buzzed. It was a reminder from his assistant, "Hospital visit tomorrow, donation ceremony for free treatment fund." Ryan had signed the check, but he had no real interest in attending. Charity, to him, was just another obligation for reputation. Still, he had promised the hospital board. The next day, dressed in a dark tailored suit, Ryan arrived at the city hospital. The building smelled of medicine, disinfectant, and humanity. In the lobby, dozens of patients waited on benches, children coughing, old men shivering, mothers clutching babies. Ryan looked around. It felt like another world compared to his polished offices. The hospital director greeted him, journalists clicked pictures, and Ryan handed over the donation check. Cameras flashed. He forced a smile. As the formalities ended, Ryan stepped aside, eager to leave. That was when it happened. Out of nowhere, a young woman rushed toward him. Tears streamed down her face, and before he could react, she threw her arms around him in a desperate hug. Ryan froze. He could feel her trembling. Her clothes were simple, worn, the fabric smelling faintly of rain. For a moment, Ryan's entire body stiffened. No one touched him like this. People either shook his hand politely or stayed at a distance. This hug felt raw, emotional, human. Then the girl gasped, pulled back, and covered her mouth. Her eyes widened when she saw him clearly. I'm so sorry," she stammered, her voice breaking. "I thought you were my brother. I didn't mean." Ryan said nothing at first. He simply looked at her. Her face was pale from stress, yet her eyes carried a strange light. A pair of eyes not asking for money, not begging for favors, just